Alright, this is a continuation from the previous video whereby you did these two questions. Okay, I forgot to mention in the previous video that these questions are not very commonly set in the exam, but still it doesn't mean that it won't come out, it may come out. Okay, so it's good to know. Now, more commonly set in the exam are questions like this. Okay, where it's more guided. Okay, for example, we have this question. There are two parts to the question. First part requires you to expand. Now, if you're asked to expand 2p minus q, 2p plus q, recognize that it is a gain difference of 2 squares, special identity. Okay, so the result will be this square minus this square, okay, which is 2p square. So 2 square is 4, p square is p square. Then, because one of them is a plus, one is a minus, right? And the result will just be minus of the second square. That's all. So this part here is this part here. Oops, this is minus 4p square is just minus 4p square, alright? So let us continue. 4p square minus 4p square will cancel each other out, and you are just left with minus q square. So the expansion of this is this. The result is this. Okay, a very simple expression. Now this will be part 1, part A. Now part B requires you to, hence, using suitable values of P and Q. So you see it's very guided. Whereas in the previous video, it's totally not guided. Alright, so these kind of questions are not that popular, but it doesn't mean that it won't come out. Okay, it's good to know. This kind are more guided, so you have to choose suitable values of P and Q. And in this case, they tell you that P and Q are positive integers. That means they are very nice numbers without fraction, without decimals. Okay, you're supposed to evaluate. Evaluate means find the value of this. Now, when you're given this kind of question, always compare it with the part A expression. Because of this word hence here, you have no choice but to use part A results. Okay, you cannot use any other method. You cannot use calculator and simply press this. No, you can't do that. Okay, so how do I do this question? Compare. This times this is actually the same as this times this. Okay, so 2p minus q is actually 192. 2p plus q is 208. Minus 4p square is 40,000. So the easiest way to do this question is to attack 40,000. You know that 40,000 must be equals to 4p square. So let us work on that. 4p square must be equals to 40,000. Okay, I do not want the 4 here, so I divide both sides by 4. Now end up with 10,000. I square root 10,000, I will get 100 or minus 100. But because they only want positive integer, so I reject this. Okay, remember when you square root both sides on your own, you will always end up with one positive number and one negative number as the answer. But in this particular question, because they told you specifically P and Q are positive integers, so you reject this value. You don't use this value, but don't cancel off, sorry. Do not cancel off, okay? We will mark this as part of your answer. Now after you have found P, half the vector is 1. Your job now is to find Q. Okay, you can either use this with this or this with this. Now let me just use the positive one, meaning 2p plus q equals 208 in order to find my q. I already know that p is 100, so I substitute this in. It's something like solving simultaneous equation. Oh, and I can find the value of q, okay, and it's equals to 8. Okay, so now that I know that p is 100, q is 8, I can easily get the answer. So the answer to this question, okay, is minus q square, which is minus 8 square. That will be minus 64. That is your answer. Alright, thank you.